Hello everyone, my name is Praveen Udesurian and my roll number is 2000100 and I'm going to be talking about monopolistic practices by big tech firms. So this is basically the agenda for my presentation today. First, I'm going to be talking about how these big tech firms have gathered the remarkable clout that they have and what are the concerns it raises and what is the way forward. So let's get started. So how have these big tech firms established the monopoly that they have? So one of the ways that they establish monopoly is by using network effects. A network effect is occurs when an application or software is released. The value of the application increases as and when more people start to use the application, and it becomes increasingly difficult to replace. For example, WhatsApp. Many people use WhatsApp just because other people use WhatsApp. So and it becomes difficult to replace WhatsApp as this main texting application or messaging application. So that's one way. Another way is brand loyalty. The major players of harness technologies to permit synchronicity between devices. They create an ecosystem for people and force people to buy their devices. For example, Apple creates like an ecosystem with a lot of devices. For example, iPhone and AirPods, iPhone and Apple Watch, and so on. So that's one other way. And all of this is clubbed under a superficial term called as brand loyalty. Another way is that they try to tie in or bundle certain products together with preloaded software. For example, web browsers. For a third-party application to be installed, we need to download it from a third another source or from the Play Store or whatever. So this also is one way which the big tech firms try to increase their monopolistic powers. So what does it mean? What are the concerns it raises? First thing is that it becomes unfair to competition because technological advancement and innovation is seen as a threat if it isn't from these big tech firms. Uh, so they try to increase entry barriers and also resort to anti-competitive behavior because they might lose their pole position. And this also raises privacy concerns because big tech firms have a lot of market power and they have a lot of data about their users. And due to lack of transparency and about the processes and how they're using it, this also raises serious privacy concerns and also slow regulation. To the rapid advancement of innovation and technology, regulators have not been able to keep up with the pace at which it is going, and this creates a regulatory vacuum, and this leads to a lot of repercussions and so on. Partly why these big tech firms have been able to achieve the market power is because of this. So, what is the way forward? First thing is that we need a personal data regulation, and essentially this will ensure the right to privacy of its users by having stringent laws for these big tech firms to adhere to, and this will include certain basic and essential data security and privacy measures. In the Indian context, it means that we should have a dedicated data protection law, that is the Personal Data Protection Bill. It should be expedited for it to be applicable here. And next thing is that we should also have a comprehensive regulatory framework. Um, as I said earlier, these big tech firms have been able to enjoy the monopoly that they have because of this lack of regulation or no slow regulation. And if there is a comprehensive regulatory framework, uh, these big tech firms' monopolistic powers can be curbed. And also another thing is that big tech firms have been using the users' data to monetize and gain a lot of profits. And they should negotiate a fair payment with all its stakeholders for the content that is there on Facebook's newsfeed or Google search, etc. And to conclude, given the size and impact of the Indian market, any regulatory action is bound to be closely monitored by these big tech firms and can also have far-reaching effects all over the world. So it essentially boils down to these policymakers and how they want to regulate these internet firms and how to stop them from abusing the monopoly, the power that they have, while at the same time encouraging the positive externalities and consumer surplus that they create. So That's it from my side. Thank you.